cut it off. Hi guys, I'm Mahadi Selepe. Thank you again for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Hit subscribe before you leave. Now I'm back with my little ones. They're gonna join me in a minute. So we're going to talk about the difference between living here and living in the UK. I'll do one with my husband. He's a bit lazy to come on camera, sitting right there. About how to come here if you want to come here. I mean, we came through his work permit. He was working in the UK. He's a GP, so we saw a job advert in the medical journal, and he applied. We had friends who were here already who had been recruiting us, touting us to come join them. We had been resisting. But when things got a bit stressful in the UK with the way the health system was and things, this became a really tempting option. So he rang up, and there was an agency in Ireland that interviewed him over the phone, and they were happy with him. And then he got to be interviewed by a practice here. The potential employers, and very quickly we got things okayed, and we moved here. So our first impressions of living here. Come on then, Holly and Rhea. Proudly Basotho. Okay, so what's your first? Okay, I'll start with my first impressions.
Thank you.
Okay, when we came off the airport, goodness, I was disappointed. Because my husband came first, and he was so happy. He loved this place. He was just so happy, about how much I was gonna love it. But he did say it's a bit like back home. It's like Kronstadt. Some places were like Kronstadt. Kronstadt is where we lived when we first got married. So Dad said it's a bit like Kronstadt. It's a bit. So I already knew that. Okay, it's a bit like back home, but like first world. South Africa being first world. So when we got to the airport, it was like a bus station. I think we got here at night. Was it?
No, we got here in the daytime. I remember because I was like,
daytime.
It made me.
Why do I remember night?
No, you know what we did in the night? Wait. No, we got her in the daytime. I remember we got her but you know what we did in the night? We went to our house first. No. Hey.
I don't know why I remember night.
No, we went to Uncle Sam's, and then by the time we were finished, there was nighttime. And we drove to our actual house.
But we got here daytime.
We landed in the day. We got to our actual house in the night.
All right. Okay, my memories. But I remember looking at this place, thinking, what on earth? Like Perth, anyway. Of course we are in Perth, so we're talking about Perth. I remember looking at the airport, thinking, the airport is very nice now. Let me just put that disclaimer. They've worked on it since we've been here.
It wasn't even bad.
You can't recognize it. The roads to the airport, you can tell you're going to the airport. Before then, it was these 2 lanes, narrow. Okay, the UK has narrow streets, yeah? But they have character. Here, it was like, what's this
But
place?
Perth is small.
Yeah, Perth felt very much like South Africa. And not even Joburg. Like the other towns, It was strange. It was strangely familiar, actually. There was that thing about it. It felt very familiar. And then we went to, I think Dad was showing us where he's going to work. My goodness. The highway. I don't know if he was just showing me, but I just remember that him as being on, the highway, Albany Highway, and thinking, what? These shops, the shops with such huge letters, colorful. Like, I don't know. It was like a toy town. I don't know. Like it was like now it doesn't seem strange. The places are still the same, but they're not strange anymore. But they were extremely strange. The font, just huge font. It's like people didn't think it through. It's just bah, bah, bah. You know, they're saying, oh, furniture, this, that. Like it was like, whoa, like everything was a lot, you know. And I remember seeing the signs, wrong way, go back on the on the motorway. Yeah, as you go. Like wrong way, go back. I was like, what's this place like? You know, there's like people who don't joke around about everything. But of course I came to that conclusion as I got to know the
country.
The people here. They're not serious at all. They're just laid back, they're just funny and fun and friendly and warm, you know, which was really amazing. I mean, I actually have white friends. In the UK, whites just don't, they just, especially if you have an accent, yeah, they will smile at you, you know, and, you know, because racism is very frowned upon, you know. So you can't be racist, not out openly. So they're very polite, extremely polite, and, you know, the British, but they will not be friendly, you know. And here, people are just free. People they're so not PC, you know. People here make jokes that are not politically correct, and they're fine. I have a friend who always says, "Oh man, I need to get a paintbrush and paint myself black." You know, when we, she just says that, you know, and she doesn't realize you can't say that. You can't say that.
No, it's like you know the stereotype.
And it's fine.
You know the stereotype about Australians being casually racist. Like it's kind of based on fact. It's not even actual. It's not blatant racist. They're not trying to offend you in any way or thinking that they're better than you. It's just saying stuff that's like you can't say that, my guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, you know,
they don't think first before they say it. But then it's really nice. It really does feel like South Africa, except in South Africa, the whites are not trying to be friendly. They're just openly and outwardly not liking you, and you know where you stand, you know. With the UK, people would, you know, you do, like, I didn't work when I was there. I was home the whole time, but I know stories. But here I know people have similar stories, but I feel like the UK was slightly worse. Like someone going to report you to management without talking to you about something they're not liking or something, you know, things like that. And management always siding with, anyway, they're always on the side, siding with, you know, the British person over the non-British person. You know, there were such things. Here, they probably do happen, those things as well, a little bit. But here, people just openly will tell you exactly what they're thinking. And I don't know, I just love Aussies, you know. The weather is beautiful. But yeah, when we first came here, I was really disappointed at the service, the customer service.
We talked about that at this gospel choir thing. Remember when we were talking to those people?
Guys, I think we waited 3 months. 3 months for a phone line. 3.
Oh yeah.
What? We were shocked. In the UK, you order something today, tomorrow it's here. If it's not, you're gonna know it's gonna take a week. Like in the UK, things were like this. Customer service, cha. And we lived that for almost 12 years. We were there and we got used to that. And each time we go home, we'll be like, oh my days. It's, you know, we were like amazed at how much you forget what things used to be like. When you go home, you're like, oh, it's so strange being home. Like where people, like, you know, in South Africa, people will be giving you an attitude. You know, people are supposed to serve you, but they have an attitude. But yeah, coming here, people, they don't have an attitude, but they're not in a rush. They're not rushing anyway. Like, that was the thing that was most frustrating, having to wait. We just learned to, you know, we just told ourselves, look, you are back in Africa, except it's a better Africa. So just chill, just accept. Other than that, I've really loved it. Except other things, of course, that here we have to pay for school fee, we have to pay for healthcare. Yeah, so those sorts of things. But really, we love it. I think when I do one with my husband about moving here, we'll talk more about those kind of serious things. But yeah, right now I just want the kids, pardon me, to just share the differences between living here and living in the UK, especially Ria, because Ria remembers living in the UK. Harley doesn't remember living in the UK, apparently. What do you remember? Share with us, what do you remember about living in the UK and the differences between there and here?
But I heard they're probably synonymous with the differences between primary school and between reception.
Yeah.
One.
Because
she
when we came here, she started year 2.
Yes.
So that's how little she was. Do you remember anything about the UK?
You remember? I know there's things you remember.
Yeah, tell us some things you remember.
But it has nothing to do.
It's okay.
Just say a random memory that at least you can be assured that you know something.
I remember the upstairs of the church.
You remember the upstairs of the church?
Wait, do you remember worshipping up there? Or just going up there?
Just going up.
Oh, okay. Since she doesn't remember
Out of my
far
own
back.
eyes, I don't see myself.
So
Obviously,
okay,
but I've had
do you remember
dreams.
church?
Yeah,
where I
you know
see
when you see
myself.
yourself? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, wait, isn't this
that's
meant
like,
to be?
yeah, you're like, is this my memory if I'm
Yeah.
seeing myself in it? Yeah. And then you think, is it a picture or something that you saw?
Do you remember church? What do you remember?
She's saying
not
she remembers.
not
You don't
physically
remember being in church?
going to church,
Do
but
you remember singing with the girls?
Is a God. Sing with me. How great is our God. And who will sing? How great is our God.
Generation team.
I had a dream about practicing, but I don't know where that came from because
You did.
Yeah.
My comfort, my shelter, tower of refuge and strength. Let every breath, all that I am, never cease to worship you. Shout to the Lord of the earth, let us sing.
yeah,
So
but
you can't
I don't.
even- You can't even tell us the difference between church.
She couldn't. Do you wait? Okay, when you remember the church,
I remember.
what
that
church
I
was
was
you?
I was playing hide and seek and I was in deep trouble because I couldn't find a hiding spot.
This is a good one.
And then, and like, I just remember seeing the little thing with the
remember
hedge or
that.
grass or something.
Yes,
that side.
I remember
and
that.
Then,
On
Outside.
the side.
yeah, and then like the building
I
here.
remember this. That's so cool. That's so
Wow. So you don't remember singing in the way?
You know that side? You know that's that hedge in the side? And you could go all the way around and then you end up just lost.
Do you remember my concert?
No, I was your concert when I was sitting with that lady.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember crying that you were not part of the Bacon Singers?
No.
I remember that.
Harley used to be at every rehearsal, so naturally she thought she was part of the. She even wore black, she thought she was part of the Bacon Singers. I didn't realize she took it that seriously. She was so upset that she wasn't, and I hadn't even thought that that was a possibility. I felt really bad. Okay, she doesn't remember anything. Ria.
Okay.
How about you? How's the difference between here and there? And what were your first impressions? Yeah.
It was like our first impressions. Are we gonna do that first?
Yeah, do your first impressions.
Fresh off the plane, I was so happy. I don't know why.
Is
I
it?
don't know why. I was like, I didn't want to leave. Like, you know this. Like, I was like, I
you
don't want to
were
move to
crying,
Australia.
yeah.
I don't want to move to Australia. We're not
Yeah.
moving. The whole time, I didn't want to move. And then, well, I don't know. Eventually, I just accepted it because I realized it's not gonna
It's
not happen.
nothing's changing.
So, and then like I remember like so we went to summer camp. This is like the first summer camp I ever went to in England and the last. Anyway, I went to summer camp the week before I moved, and then it was like yeah, I was like to everyone, oh, I'm moving to Australia, guys. You're never going to see me again. And they're like, no, you're not, which makes sense because an 11-year-old, a 10-year-old would make up that story.
Yeah.
Like that's 100%
What
something.
they didn't know is that
I
my
ran
boy
it.
never lied.
Yeah, but I was gone. So yeah, but then when we left, oh yeah, what was it? Oh, there was like Damien and his dad, or just not just Damien's dad, came
Where?
to pick us up. Damien's dad came to pick us up and drop us at the airport.
Oh, yes, yes, he did.
Yeah.
Uncle,
I don't know, just
Oh,
Damien's
no.
dad.
Nyatanga. Oh no, how can I forget his name? Oh,
Anyway,
that's terrible.
don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, so
Ned.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, but like, I what I remember is like, I don't know if Sabbath was the day after we landed or maybe it was a few days, but it was, it's between when we landed.
We left on a Thursday.
No,
We left the
no.
UK on a Thursday.
Yeah, no, there was a day between us landing and us going to church.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure because I remember. Okay, when we landed, yo, I came out. I was just like, whoa, it's like warm.
Yes.
Right. It was winter.
Yeah.
It was winter. It was Australian summer.
It was Australian.
So mum said, wear warm stuff. It's winter. It's the opposite way. It's the southern hemisphere. It was warm. I was like, whoa.
It was warmer than UK
summer.
UK summer.
Bro, that was warm. I was like, woo. And then, yeah, I was just happy. And then, like, we were driving around, and I don't know, I was really, like, glad to see our house. I thought we were going to be living in a 2-story house again. But then we weren't, and I was kind of disappointed, but it was okay, because it was still good. That's, like, my favorite house. Like, I just had that.
Our first
Because it was
Yeah.
moving to Australia. Moving to Australia was, like, it was just such a, I just loved Australia. Like, hey, like, I don't know. So, yeah, I remember, yeah, lol. So I remember we were like, so we came to Australia, blah, 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 and then like that day we went to Uncle Sam's, blah, blah, blah. then we slept and we woke up at like 1, and Dad's like, you're sleeping at this hour. It's 1 in the afternoon, and you're still in bed. Wake up.
Shutters. We had shutters down.
Yeah, we had window
That was the first time I
shutters.
saw shutters.
Yeah, window. That was shocked. I was like, window. Oh,
Shutters down.
everything was
and
so
it's
cool.
dark.
And you roll it down. Oh, hey, imagine
Ours
having that.
didn't get rolled down. Ours you pressed.
Exactly.
The kids' bedrooms you rolled.
Imagine
down.
having a
Ours, you
roller
just press
shutter.
and the shutter just comes.
That
out.
was
And
so
it becomes
cool.
nighttime indoors.
That was so
Oh,
cool.
I loved that house as well.
Yeah, but we weren't gonna wake up. Like we actually legitimately were in sleep.
Yeah.
We were not gonna wake up until Dad woke us up, and he was like, "Get up!" Like,
Because it took us, I can't remember how long it took us, oh my goodness, to come here. But we
because
went
on
on 2 planes.
top of the fact,
We
on top
left-
of yeah, what?
No, we took 2 days
Wait,
to get here.
oh, true.
Yeah, I think we left on a Sunday, an example, and got here on a Tuesday. That kind of thing.
True.
Yeah. So, goodness.
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, after that, then we went to church, and church was mad. I liked church because
Loved
I remember. Hey, let me tell you something. I didn't even have any friends, and I liked it. Wait, like Dad sent us a video, like the like few weeks before we came, right? Not the exact week because I was at summer camp, but like like around that time before we came, like recently, because when he came here by himself, and then I was like, whoa, this is like the closest thing I could remember to it was Hillsong London, and I was like, this is like Hillsong London.
And we had fond memories of Hillsong London.
Yeah. So I was like, right, okay. Like I didn't know SCH churches were like. I was like, I thought this was like Australia's thing, and I was like, cool. And Australia is kind of like that in that like white churches like are way more laid back. Not old
Yeah.
people ones though, obviously, but that's a given. But they're like, yeah, compared to England, hey.
The attire, I think the other thing seeing people in flip-flops, which are called thongs here.
Yeah.
Seeing people in thongs and t-shirts and shorts
At church.
at church.
Yeah.
You know, the pastor in front there. Girls really, really short shorts at church.
No, but that's a Livingston. But like,
No,
hey.
even Vic Park, I've seen it.
someone with really short shorts. I don't think
Yeah.
you've seen that.
I've seen that at
Vic Park's a pretty traditional church.
Yeah,
man.
that's why I mentioned it. I've
Mom,
seen it. I
How
remember.
short were the shorts?
I remember Auntie Eve and Uncle Sam were going there, and we were telling them about thingy, and they said even Vic Park, and I did see it once in Vic Park on a hot day when we were worshiping there.
Wait, Mum.
No, but like, oh, okay, what I was gonna
But
say.
our church is worse, of course.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that like when we saw the videos, I was like to Mom, like in the Sabbath morning, I was like, we're not gonna wear like suits, like they're definitely not a suit wearing church. She said no, wear suits. You'd rather, yeah. You'd rather be like formal, and I was like, I'm telling you, this church does not wear the thing, but she didn't want us.
How did you know that, Rhea?
It's so if a church is doing, it's the mental correlation of Hillsong thing.
Oh, because we were told.
Think
that
about
the
what
church
think
is-
about what Hillsong wears. Now think about what the songs Hillsong does, and the setup of the like a church
'Cause
that
we were
has
told-
drums
We were told
is
our
a church that doesn't wear suits.
We were warned against that church because it's got drums.
Yeah, a
But
church that
then,
wears
like, we
a
were like,
church,
oh, that sounds like
a church that has drums 100% isn't a church that wears suits. Like that's just a given. Like they're so not. But she didn't understand. And then we came there. I came on my suit. And I came into Sabbath school, and I was like, I knew it.
He was the only one.
I knew it. I was the only one in a suit. Everyone was like, well, I mean, they weren't that strict because people from other churches like Armadale and stuff wear suits. So I could have been a random from Armadale, but I was from a different country. And then Clifton. He was the first person I ever remember. Like,
Clifton made us.
He was the
feel
first
home.
Aussie like person, like person from Australia.
I feel like you're missing out on
Like
this.
because Uncle Sam doesn't count. He's not a person from Australia. He's a person in Australia. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we already knew him in England, like, so he was the same. So, but he was the first Australian person I ever met, and did we go to Armadale after that? No, we went to Uncle Sam's for lunch. That's Sabbath, didn't we? Yeah,
And it was full of people.
it was full. But before that, I met Clifton, and he was like, "Oh, g'day, how's it going?" And I was like, "Oh, we made it." But he said g'day.
And to hear his South African, I was like, yeah, the accent is like, oh, it was so strange. It didn't sound anything like what I knew, you know, just like moving to the UK. Nobody spoke the way I knew, you know, like I knew Mr. Bean, I knew Keeping Up Appearances. Like, nobody sounds like this. Huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was quite strange. And then
Well, it was. I was actually like, I've made it now. Like because the night before, I think I was going on like Aussie Stank to see all like the different stuff they said, and I was like, oh, this is so clear. Oh, like a blowy is a fly. Oh, whoa. And then Auntie Eve was telling us about how Macca's is McDonald's. I was like, this is so cool, man.
Yeah,
This country's cool, man. And then
we
when
need a video
I pulled up
specially
and
for
a
this
real guy said g'day, I was like, ah. But then afterwards, then we went to like Thingy's house. We went to Uncle Sam's house, and then I met Nyasha and Amanda. That's where I remember meeting Nyasha and Amanda. There were other people there, but I don't remember them.
I remember at Livingston meeting Angela and Megan, whom I hadn't seen since they were one.
Kids. Yeah.
1 and 2 or something. Goodness, they sounded so strange with their Aussie accents. I was like, oh no, I didn't want you guys catching that accent.
I didn't. I was actually angry. That's why I try so
whatever
hard.
you do not speak like that.
That's like I tried so hard not to catch that, and I just got the accent, and it just failed in every single way. And every time before we left,
But you don't sound like an islander one though. Like when you
I sound like an
when
islander.
you're in front of the church, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but like, oh my days. Like every time before we left, everyone was like, "Hey, you're gonna come back saying g'day?" You sound like, "Oh, I was saying, no, mate." Everyone said that. I was like, "No, I'll never." And I did. And I was so angry. I was like, "No!" I pushed so hard not to catch the accent. It was too late. It's oh my days.
And Hallie, like the first week, she was already.
Oh, Hala was gone. I
I have a thing.
She was
You
gone
can't
fishing.
blame me.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, even when we go
It's
home
not my
to
fault.
South Africa, the
It's to
first
fit
week
in.
she's
I
sounding,
used to do that.
she's sounding South African.
You know when I stopped doing that? The moment we moved to Australia, I stopped doing that because I was like, I'm never changing. I'm always going to be British. But before, I used to do that. I used to, like, when we went to South Africa, whenever we went to Birmingham, my accent was gone. I was a Brom. Whenever we went to Leeds, I sounded like Leeds people. Like, I'm not even lying to you. I don't know why I didn't have a Welsh accent. To be honest, that's just a weird phenomenon.
No, that's because you were not trying. When you were too young, you didn't have any accent.
But how come I tried whenever I moved?
You had your own
What does that even mean?
Yeah, because when you were 7, 8, then you're trying to that's when
I wasn't 7, 8. I was young. I was the same age. Whenever I went to Kim and Pam's house, my accent changed. How was that possible? And then how come I didn't have a Welsh accent in school?
Maybe Brecon people don't have the Welsh
accent. They did.
No, I think
when I go back and talk to my friends,
only a handful has had an accent, to be honest.
I just didn't
They
sound
didn't
like
have
them.
a typical Welsh accent, the Brecon people.
Maybe.
They didn't have the one from the village.
Or maybe it was like, I don't know. I have no idea why I didn't have the accent.
Wow.
But anyway. Yeah, no, I catch you, mate.
Wave.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Cheerio, mate. You're right.
Tip top.
Oi, oi.